Perhaps when it comes to Argentina, people will probably think of two names, Lionel Messi and Diego Maradona. This country is most well known for its football superstars. Throughout history, and especially thanks to these soccer events, we have noticed that this team doesn't have any black players, which is completely different from the other countries in South America, such as Brazil or Colombia. So what is the reason behind this, and what other interesting facts about Messi's homeland? Let's watch this video to find out. When looking at the map, we can see that Argentina occupies a large part of the southern territory of South America, with a land area of 2.78 million square kilometers. In terms of area, Argentina ranks 8th in the world, only behind Brazil in South America. Argentina shares borders with Brazil, Paraguay, Uruguay, Bolivia, and Chile. Chile is located to the left of Argentina, and is a small country shaped like a chili pepper, but it has a very long border with Argentina, stretching up to 5,041 kilometers. This border is formed by the famous Andes Mountains, which we often mention when talking about South America. The highest point of the Andes is located in Argentina, Mount Aconcagua, which reaches 6,692 meters. Sometimes people still refer to this as the second highest mountain in the world, only after Everest in Asia. Argentina not only has the highest peak in the southern hemisphere, but also has the lowest point, the salt lake Laguna del Carbon, which is 105 meters below sea level. Argentina has high mountains, plains, and also a coastline. The country also possesses many islands offshore. Argentina is a large country, but its population is actually not very large. Currently, their population is just over 46 million people. When it comes to Argentina's population, the most notable detail to mention is the story of its origins. Argentina is a country that doesn't have many native people, but mainly consists of immigrants from Europe. According to statistics, 95 to 97% of Argentina's population has European origins, mainly from Italy, Spain, and Germany. The population's origins, of course, are an important factor that influences the fact that Argentina has very few people of color. In reality, it can't be accurately to say that Argentina has no people of color, as there's still a small number in this South American country. According to the latest official statistics released by the Argentine government since 2010, there were just over 149,000 people of color, which accounts for only a very small fraction of the country's total population. With such a low percentage, it's understandable why the Argentine football team doesn't have black players. The topic of Argentina not having black people has even attracted anthropologists, such as a professor named Erica Denise Edwards from Texas University. This anthropologist explains that, during the colonial period, Argentina had around 200,000 African slaves brought to Rio de la Plata. Until the late 18th century, 1/3 of the country's population was still black people, which shows that Argentina had a significant African presence in the past. The decline of black people only began during Argentina's fight for independence, which lasted from 1810 to 1819. A large number of African slaves sacrificed their lives on the battlefield, but a majority of them deserted and migrated north to the city of Lima in Peru to start a new life. Another hypothesis put forward to explain the decline of black people in Argentina is the high mortality rate of African men during the prolonged wars of the 19th century. As a result, African women had few options other to marry European men. Research also suggests that African women chose to marry European men so that their children and themselves could benefit from the privileges that were reserved for white people. Another hypothesis is the outbreak of diseases, especially yellow fever in 1871. Due to poor conditions, black people in Buenos Aires were unable to leave the epidemic zone and suffered a high mortality rate. Finally, the most important reason for the Argentine government's decision to whiten the country after the abolition of slavery nationwide in the mid-20th century was their focus on modernization and viewed Europe as the cradle of civilization and progress. They believed that in order to stand alongside Germany, France, and England, they needed to replace its non-white population, both physically and culturally. Therefore, Argentina promoted the immigration of white Europeans to their country. The president of Argentina, Justo José Urquiza, has supported this idea and even included it in the country's first constitution. The 25th Amendment clearly stated that the federal government would promote European immigration. Due to their persistent pursuit of this policy for over 100 years, Argentina gradually developed a higher proportion of white population, while black people became a minority, and their remaining numbers in Argentina are extremely small. Of course, the multicultural mark still remains in the characteristics of the Argentine people, such as the presence of the group described as morocho, individuals with dark hair and tanned skin. Diego Maradona is one such morocho. Now let's explore some other interesting facts about Argentina. Perhaps the most famous city in Argentina, and always mentioned first, is Buenos Aires, the capital and the heart of the land of tango. This city and its surrounding areas concentrate nearly half of the country's population, with the metropolitan area of Buenos Aires alone having 15 million residents. The capital of Argentina is known as the Paris of South America due to the influence of European style. This is also understandable when the majority of the people here have roots from the old continent. Buenos Aires attracts about 1.5 million tourists annually. Of course, this number is modest, but it has contributed significantly to making Argentina the most visited country in South America. The most impressive number Argentina ever recorded was in 2019, with over 7.3 million tourists visited. In Buenos Aires, there is a super large avenue, known as the largest avenue in the world. This avenue is 140 meters wide, and its name is also very special as Avenida 9 de Julio, because it honors Argentina's Independence Day. Buenos Aires is not the birthplace of Messi or Maradona, but it is the hometown of a globally famous figure, Pope Francis, the head of the Catholic Church. Every country takes pride in its cuisine, and for Argentina, they are most proud of three things: tea, wine, and meat. Argentina is the largest consumer of red meat in the world. As of 2021, the average Argentine consumed 47.6 kilograms of beef per year, and this number is even considered to have decreased in recent years. The traditional Argentinian barbecue known as asado is a true barbecue feast with all kinds of beef, pork, lamb, and even sausages. It originated from the tradition of raising large herds of livestock in the northeastern region of Argentina, where the cattlemen known as gauchos or cowboys lived a free and adventurous life. They often grilling meat over open fires in the vast plains. Asado represents the cuisine of the entire South American region, and while it's not overly complicated to prepare, but it offers an incredible flavor. It has gained even more popularity since Argentina won the World Cup, when Messi and his teammates bonded over such barbecue in Qatar, where they even brought a plane full of meat to grill. Thanks to Messi and the Argentinian national team, another Argentinian product has gained global fame, that is, mate tea. This drink has been around for about 5,000 years and very popular in South America. In Argentina, it's considered the national drink. Mate tea is a hot, caffeinated drink made from dried and chopped yerba leaves. Yerba mate is actually an herb, so its taste is different from regular tea. It has a strong flavor with earthy and woody notes and a slightly bitter taste. Compared to green tea, it has more grassy flavors and less fragrant. Messi always has this tea by his side, which is evident when he appears at the club. And it's not just Messi, but many other South American stars also love this tea. In addition, Argentina has another beverage that has reached global heights, that is wine. Argentina benefits from natural advantages and climate conditions for growing grapes, and they have been cultivating this industry for a long time, which is why they take pride in producing unique and high-quality wines. The most famous wine-growing region in Argentina is Mendoza, located at the foothills of the Andes. When it comes to Argentine cuisine, there's a very special detail that can't be overlooked, that is the late dinner culture. In this country, the majority of people have dinner after 10 p.m. They want to enjoy the nighttime atmosphere and the nightlife, which is why they have dinner so late. This is why restaurants there also open very late, usually ready to serve customers after 9 p.m. The Argentine dinner starts late and can last until midnight. To avoid getting hungry until such a late hour, Argentines usually have a light meal in the afternoon around 5 p.m. with tea, coffee, and pastries. This light meal is called merienda. Argentina is home to the longest highway in the world, called the Pan-American Highway. However, it's not exclusive to Argentina. This is a highway system that runs through 14 countries, including the United States, Canada, Mexico, Guatemala, El Salvador, Honduras, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, Panama, Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, Chile, and Argentina. The total length of this highway is approximately 48,000 kilometers, which is more than half the circumference of the Earth, and the Argentina section is the longest. The endpoint of this highway is located in Ushuaia in southern Argentina. This city is also very interesting because it's known as the southernmost city in the world. This is the capital of Tierra del Fuego, over 3,000 kilometers away from Buenos Aires and 1,000 kilometers away from the Antarctic Peninsula. Because it's closer to the South Pole than cities in other continents, so the Argentinians proudly call this city is Fin del Mundo, meaning the end of the world. Thank you for watching the video. This is the story of Argentina. I'm Honey Badger. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to receive the latest videos. Now goodbye and see you in the next videos.